It was just the most surreal thing that ever happened to me. Because when I was like, I don't know, I guess you call it locked-in syndrome. It was like I was just awake and just I can almost feel, I don't know, I can't describe it really. I wasn't in any pain, but I just tried to will myself to move, but it wouldn't work, no matter what. I tried so hard toward the end when they were gonna take me out of here. And this guy making jokes. When they come in and try to move something, don't just sit there. Just like, and in my head I was like, I'm trying. But like I said, it also just felt like a dream. Actually, I was in a dream more than anything. And this just was like a freaky reality that I sometimes bounce back to. It was really scary. I cannot stress that enough. Thank God no one told me that how serious it was. I didn't know. But the nurses they were great. Really, when they just talked to me, you know, normally, and yeah, always having a smile on their face. Like none of the nurses here, they always were just upbeat and never like snappy at me, like other places. Yeah, but everyone here was super professional and just really nice. But yeah, I'd scream and scream in my head, and I'd look at my hand, and I was like in my head, I was doing everything I could do to move it like this, but nothing worked. But I tried to. He had a little test, his blinky test, to see if, that worked actually really well, except on the days he mistook 2 blinks for 1 blink. Yeah, and I was just like, seriously, this is like the only thing I can move or feel. The rest of this, I could have just been floating eyeballs. But it was amazing that I actually got through all that. When I first got home, well, actually it's a miracle that I even got up in the first place. I don't know, like when I was in the other hospital, I kind of had to be, I'm sorry, I always think of him. I kind of actually had to will myself out of necessity to, and I think that's why I probably wouldn't have moved if I was still here. It's because I had to move. Like, it's pretty difficult, but I slowly started just, like I said, just working on stuff in my bed and just sort of actually kind of willing myself, and it slowly just started to come back. And each day gets easier with the walking part. Like when I first got home, I couldn't take a few steps without his hand or something or someone hanging on to. But now I can go to the store by myself with just do normal day-to-day things.
I mean, there was majority of the time the neuro doctors. I think there was like 2 different ones, because one was out for a little while. But you know, he was giving us you know, don't lose hope, keep hope. You never know what's gonna happen. And then that last time we seen him, he was just like, he said, don't expect much. And I was just like, you know what I mean? Like, but every other time, I mean, and he was always nice and professional, you know what I mean? Like even when he said it, it was like he didn't want to be saying it, but that was his honest opinion. I mean, but I agree with Mary that, you know, I mean, the staff here was all upbeat, and that really helped in with the horrible situation, you know. So yeah, I mean, and you guys had suggested, you know, like the touching rubbing of the hands and the feet, and I don't know, I would like to think that still had, something to do with, the brain starting to fire on certain signals in certain areas, but I don't know. I'm not married, so I don't know what it was like, if she was able to feel any of that, or if any of it helped or not, but it certainly gave me hope, and something to focus on other than just sitting there looking at her laying in the bed and stuff,
You did that?
Can you do it again?
Well, we wanted to thank you for coming in. We want to give you some flowers for your time and your attention today. And we learn from patients every day, and you're so inspiring. You gave us hope, and
You make this job worth it.
absolutely.
But yeah, like I said, thank you everyone once again. Got another chance in my life.
That's what we do here. We give second chances. Thank you.
Thank you.